everybody. Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon, me, Banshee, and it's me, Banshee, with my Material Matters segment, your weekly tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance. Hey, welcome to the show, everyone. Today is Sunday, June 4th. Actually, it's not today. I'm filming this the day before. But this reading is for Sunday, June 4th, and the week ahead.
After a long day.
After a very long day of reading cards, doing our happy hour. But actually, we started at the River Cube Pastry Pantry reading for others in our community, which really, in a sense, was good, you know. There's a number of cities that lie very close to each other downriver here, and it was fun to read there. We love the bakery. The owners are awesome. Did I miss anything? No. So I'm working today again with the Auspicious Symbols deck. And let's hope we get some lucky vibes today. What do you say? Things are looking up, hey? The debt ceiling has passed. Who would have thunk? So happy that that albatross does not have to be faced again till 2025. And let's hope maybe they can do something about that permanently. All right. Okay, let's see what we have here for everybody. Oh, so this is a card for healing and protection. It is Bridget, the goddess Bridget, Celtic goddess who offers supreme blessings of healing and protection for your journey ahead, perhaps your financial journey ahead. Let's take a look at what she has to offer. The message of Bridget is, the power of the goddess Bridget is mighty and ancient. You have chosen this symbol as a way to connect to the ancient feminine wisdom. Feel the flame held within her hands as light, protection, and utter creation that you may now behold. If you are on the healing path, call on Bridget again and again as a source of support and assistance in your path. If you are giving birth to a child, project, or new path, it's now the time to get things in order and get ready for the events ahead. This earth goddess carries the new light that was born on the solstice days and invites you to take it in. Is this light inspiring, creative, or renewing? Use her light to forge your own path and be the alchemist in your life. Remember to honor the elements, especially water and fire, and the sacred days as a way to connect more to her elemental nature. She definitely was a force to be reckoned with. You know, she was a healer. She was a smith. She was a creator. She governs the imagination, she governs creativity, she governs protection and healing, as a healer. And so I really feel here the message is right here. If you are giving birth to a project or a new path, in the financial world, get your things in order for what's ahead. I forgot the astrological outlook for the week ahead for everybody. The readings I'm about to do are good from June 4th through the 10th. The moon is in Sagittarius on June 4th and traveling to Pisces by June 10th. Venus is going to be in the sign of Leo on June 5th. And that's pretty much it. That's all I have for the week ahead, except for your readings. So let's get to them. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Again, this reading is for you. Let's hope we can stir up some cash. Oh, did I leave my card out there, Mr. Producer? Darn. His hand signals confused me, but I got the message. All right. Well, he takes care of Cat Patrol. I'm going to continue with the readings. And let's see what the air signs have to look forward to. Ooh, air signs. Well, your focus for the week ahead is the Six of Pentacles reversed. Oh, man. So, little bit of issues with balance, the ebb and flow of cash flow to be exact. Are you spending more than you're bringing in? That could be problematic this week. That is what you are focused on, is how to turn that around. Well, number one, if you're just spend in your personal life, it's a little restraint is in order. Number two, if your business is just not bringing in the cash right now, you've got to manage your spending. You've got to be careful. You may have to make some, unfortunate cuts. I'm not saying necessarily people, but there may have to be some cuts of some sort till conditions improve. So you are dealing with some, inequities. I feel that rank and file employees, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe we hear of some, bigger strikes going on, or some labor disputes of some sort, that involve some inequities. All right, so how best can we prepare for that focus? Yikes! It's the devil reversed. So I have an admonition for everybody here upright. I'm sorry, the devil's upright. It's been a long day. So the devil upright in this position, I feel the best way to prepare for this focus, again, is to not let some lower, instincts prevail here. Do not indulge, at this time. Do not overspend. Do not overextend yourself. Otherwise, you will be tied and trapped, by the devil here. Our behavior is really important during times when finances are not what they should be. So what about forward or backward movement, or what about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Wow, I think I gotta slow it down, Mr. O. I'm making mistakes. Forward or backward movement, or I'm sorry, what about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? You know what? I think that something is going to happen. There's going to be a green light with people. They're going to approve, if it's management, they're going to approve of projects, proposals you present. If you're applying for jobs or work, it might go favorably. They're looking at you very positively, and you might hear something soon back from them. This is very positive for forward movement, I feel, and, with the help of others. All right, finally, will there be forward or backward movement, or no movement at all for the air signs? It's the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is reversed. So you have two knights here, one upright and one reversed. Boy, this almost seems like deja vu to some of our readings today. So, the Knight of Pentacles reversed is telling you that really finances are going to be in flux. I think this sense of imbalance is still going to exist by week's end, and you're really going to have to start doing something about it. To me, when I see the Knight of Pentacles reversed, I see a reluctance or a lack of motivation to work on this issue. So that's a little bit concerning to me, air signs. Let's take a look at this again. So your focus for this week is how to clear up these inequities that you're feeling, wherever they are coming from. You feel you're not really getting what you deserve in some way, either enough business or enough support from, enough financial compensation for the work you've been doing. And so if things are tight, if things are tough, don't overindulge. Do not, make matters worse. Try to rein it in. Try to, hold a harder line till things can improve. Others this week want to try to help you in some way. If you're looking for work and you're putting your best foot forward, I feel that, there might be some cause for optimism here, that people will consider you. You could get job offers. You could be moving or shuffling around to different, maybe a higher position in your company. Or this could just mean that something is taking off business-wise with the help of others. So don't be afraid to ask others maybe to work with you on whatever this problem is. Ultimately, though, I don't see much changing by weekend. This might still be a work in progress for you air signs. So good luck with that. All right, fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This reading's for you for the week ahead. I'm going to try to keep it together for you. So, messed up a little bit on the last reading, but it all came out okay in the end. All right. All right, what's cooking, fire signs? Let's see. Wow, your focus for the week ahead, fire signs, is the Fool, upright. Wow. I like it. Well, sometimes jumping off that ledge is a good thing. Sometimes just letting the universe catch you, is a good thing. So I think your focus for this week, fire signs, is on taking some risks, taking some gambles, and seeing where it takes you, seeing where you fall, and trusting that the universe will have your back. This is maybe time to be adventurous, to be daring, to make some daring maneuvers, either with your finances, some real estate or financial purchases, or maybe to go for things you never thought you could attain, a job, etc. Something that you felt was out of reach for you. Why not throw an application out there? This is a time to take a chance on yourself and your abilities to succeed. How best can you prepare for that focus? It's the King of Wands. The King of Wands is reversed. Well, the best way you can prepare for that focus is to not, I'm not going to say not take chances, because I just said take chances, but not be too aggressive in your approach to others, especially if you're working with others and you want to take some risks and chances. Make sure everybody's all in on this. You don't want any resentments, any angry feelings, anybody feeling their pressure to do something that they don't think will pay off, Make sure everybody understands the risks. Make sure you're working with people who are supportive. Because when I see this King of Wands reversed, I sense a lack of support. What about other people this week? Besides that king there, will there be cooperation or conflict? Well, I wonder here, in lieu of seeing that King of Wands here, I'm wondering if Temperance is here to say some people really want you to tamp it down a bit. Maybe they like things to be a little bit more moderate. They don't want you to take too high a risk, and so they may be working to kind of talk you down from this a little bit. So, I kind of see a connection here, but this is definitely people who are more reasonable about, not angry. All right. So, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all? Considering everything I just said, a little bit of chaos. It's the Two of Pentacles. I didn't hold that one up right. It's the Two of Pentacles reversed. It seems as though there's a lack of balance by week's end, as almost as if maybe, this risk has really thrown a lot of other things into chaos. There's more of a workload. There's more pressure maybe on your financial sector. There's so much to do, or a bit of stress adding up by week's end, that you may be wondering ultimately if it was all worth it. So let's take a look at this again, fire signs. We're risk takers, We are gamblers, and this is saying you should try something a little bit risky and daring this week. But the problem is, to me, I'm going to just throw these two cards together. Not everybody may be in on this. If you're willing to do something, and I think maybe for entrepreneurs and people who are working on their own, have their own businesses and stuff, or their own boss, maybe this is for you. And also for those job and career seekers. Excuse me. Because if you are working with others, I sense resistance. I sense resistance from some who just don't feel good about this at all and are argumentative. And I sense others who may be more balanced about it, but they really, really feel that you might be going too far. So, be sure you've got the support you need. Ultimately, though, I feel whether you're working alone or with others, this may throw you into a little bit of chaos. You may have problems juggling everything in this week. It's going to be a bit chaotic. It's going to be a bit stressful. If you're, I'm not going to say it's a total lost cause, but I will say it's not going to be easy to come out of this in a good position or in a balanced spot. That's what I have for you this week. Boy, I tell you to jump off a cliff, and then I literally leave you hanging there. I'm sorry, fire signs, but that's what the cards have for you today. And I basically think it's buy-in with other people is part of it. Hey, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, this reading is for you. I don't want to dump any cold water on your plans. Let's hope you have a good week ahead. And yeah, Sunny is going to lay here while I read. All right. I'd rather have that than him leaping suddenly back and forth. All right, water signs, it's time for my water break. Okay, your focus for the week ahead is Judgment Reversed. Well, there's many ways I can take this card. I'd say if you're trying to restart a former project that maybe was not working well, or if you are reconsidering, going back to an old place of employment or going back to school, right now may not be the right time. You need to think this out more. You might want to, just hold back for a while. Also, Judgment Reversed could indicate that there is somebody watching what you're doing right now, and they may be very hypercritical about the work that you're doing. So do what you can, do the best job you can. That's all anybody can ask, and try not to give them anything to complain about. And at the end of the day, if you're doing what you feel is right and good, you shouldn't feel bad about this. But how best can you prepare for this focus? This is interesting to me. We got a repeat card. We got the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is reversed. Okay, so how best you can prepare for this focus is to make sure, that, okay, if you're being criticized for somebody, for example, make sure that it's fair, I mean, if I'm neglectful of my job, Mr. O complains to me. I guess it's fair, and I realize it. I realize, gosh, she's right. I dropped the ball on this. I didn't do that. That's a fair criticism. But, I sense here there's some unfairness going on, and, you may want to question that. If somebody is calling you out, it's time to maybe question that. And if you need a mediation from somebody from HR or whatever the case may be, that may happen here. It also could indicate too that, for those of you who are trying to restart something up, the reason that maybe this is not the right time to do so is because your finances are not in a good place right now for you to go back and experiment on something that maybe didn't work that well in the past. All right, so what about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? It's the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is reversed. I think people here are a little bit worried about where things stand. I think that maybe, as I'm looking at this possible office situation, where maybe somebody's being critical, maybe coworkers are critiquing each other even. People are not in a happy place right now. They're worried about where things stand. And if, progress is really going to be made. There's ships here that are trying to come to shore. But will they? Will progress be made, or will things get stalled and stuck for a while things need to get sorted out here? The financial imbalances, and also the criticism. It's just got to be worked out. Ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all? Well, finally, kumbaya. Even though it looks like it's a rough road getting there, here's the sun at the end of that road. The sun is here. The sun is upright. I think this week will be very illuminating for you. I feel that you will learn a lot going through this process. I think that the sun is also indicating that, you will work through this. You will get to a place where you will feel much more secure and that maybe success is possible. So whether you're starting up something new, something old, whether you're trying to get your work done and somebody is interfering and saying you're not doing it right, they're criticizing your work, they're making you feel bad, just know that there may be some unfairness or inequities right now that are stalling you. If this is about starting a new project or goal, make sure you have the financial backing to do it, because it just seems like it's not there. You're going to be putting out more money than you're getting in. And of course, if you are being criticized or coming under attack on the job in some way, make sure that you challenge that. If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, challenge that. Others right now sense that this is just a really unbalanced time. Things don't seem, to be in a good place. Rewards are delayed. So they're not feeling very positive right now. But if you can bring the sun back, if you can show them we can get through this, give them a plan to overcome these issues, success can be achieved. I do sense a positive outcome. Maybe people will finally come around and realize, hey, we have a role too in whether these ships are going to come in, if we're going to get the rewards we want. So let's all try to stop bickering or, stop overspending and work together and solve the problem. And that's what I have for you, water signs. It's a very strange week of cards here, I have to say. And I can't pick them off of here. All right. Hey, earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This reading's for you for the week ahead. All right. Well, we're off to a happy start, Earth signs. You have the Three of Pentacles upright. Three of Pentacles is all about teamwork, you know, and the magic of teamwork. When it works, it really works. Everybody doing their part, doing their role, nobody trying to grandstand. This person on top here of this ladder, every team needs a team leader. So he or she is directing the show. They are taking the lead, and others are paying attention, providing input and getting things done. So it's a very positive start. So your focus for the week ahead is either being the leader, in a team effort, or perhaps the follower, the person on the team who's going to help get the work done. How best can you prepare for that focus? Well, it's the world. The world is reversed. The best way to prepare for that focus is to tend to what's left. It's almost as if you're starting this week as if you're already involved in this project, and you're trying to move it forward. And so this is saying, the world is here to saying the best way to prepare for this week ahead is to look at what is left to be done. What haven't we completed yet? When the world is reversed, it's saying you're not yet at the finish line. It's definitely possible to get there, but you've got to pay attention to the small details you may have forgotten. And also, it's great to have teamwork and people working together, but you have to go through process. You have to go through the procedures. If you try to take any shortcuts along the way to get to the end zone before everybody else, that doesn't always work to your advantage. The journey is equally as important as the final result. So make sure, you're doing due diligence and you're going through all the motions you need to do to ensure success. And how about this, Earth signs? Will there be cooperation? Will there be cooperation or conflict with others? You got the King of Wands here upright. So if this is about you leading the team, hey, you are somebody they are looking up to. You are somebody they respect. They know they can count on you, to pitch in and help get this job done, because you have all the answers here. And you know what? If it's not you, if it is people that, if you're one of the team people here, then you have a really strong leader who, you should pay attention to and absolutely trust that they know what they're doing. And especially if you're dealing with something where you need advice or counsel from others too. So will there be forward or backward movement, or no movement at all for you? Wow, this was going in such a good direction. I was hopeful, Earth signs, but alas, we have the Knight of Wands reversed. So, whoops, I'm sorry. In this case, the Knight of Wands is reversed, and it's saying there's going to be delays. There's going to be delays. And I wonder if the Knight of Wands reversed here ties into this world reversed, just indicating there is still some work to be done. It's not the end of the world for you. It's not that you are not going to reach the finish line. It's just the fact that you're still working on this by week's end. All seems to be in harmony, though. If we go back to this first card here, the Three of Pentacles indicates everybody is doing what they're supposed to. Everybody, if you're directing even a team of people who are managing your finances, accountants for you, everybody is doing what they're supposed to do. Everything seems fine. There's just this matter of finishing what you've started, of finishing some things that just have been left behind that are important and integral for you to achieve the success you want. You have a lot of support. You have strong support from somebody on your team. If it's not you leading the team, it's somebody else who you can rely on and you can trust to guide and steer everybody in the right direction. But the best work possible sometimes means that, success doesn't elude you, but it may take a little bit longer to get there. And you should be okay with that. Don't rush the process. I think rewards will be greater for you if you just give it the time, whatever you're working on, that it needs to blossom. And that's what I have for the earth signs. Whew. So, thank you everybody for muddling along with me here. As I said, it's been a long day. I want to remind everybody, though, I can't forget to remind everybody about Mr. O's show. His Goth Tarot comes out every Wednesday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. What?
8.
See, there goes my brain again. 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can check in with your shadow side and see, what you can do there. And what about his emotional exchanges? Friday at 8 a.m. No, I know. I was just playing with you, Mr. O. It's 7 a.m., of course, Eastern Standard Time. Uh-oh. He throws his hands up in despair. So, at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can find out about love and romance in your life. And we have happy hour Saturday. I think we're on target next week for Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can find out about a positive message for a change. We had some kind of not so great stuff. It wasn't the end of the world stuff, but not so great. Come to happy hour. We'll make you happy.
But later that day.
Yes, I was going to bring up because So, we're going to have our famous unhappy hour show.
Where does it hurt?
Where does it hurt? Now, this is not a sad show. Seriously, it's not. We play with it a little bit because we want to turn that frown of yours upside down. We're going to show you how to turn something around that may be troubling you into, something that you'll be happy about or that will bring some relief. So Where Does It Hurt will appear on June 10th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be live in the chat so we can guide you through the pain. All right. And don't forget our Monday show, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we take a look at the political world and, the occult, the social world in the U.S. and the world affairs and see if we can make sense of it all in your weird
week. That was pretty weak of me, wasn't it?
Showing how tired we both are. We're making a lot of mistakes. I'm going to sign off now while the signing off...
Mommy, can I go home now?
Yeah, I know. Well, the signing off is good. Sunny says bye-bye. And I say I'll see you next week, hopefully much more together than I am today, for another episode of Material Matters.
Perfect.
Take care, everybody. See you soon. Bye-bye.